Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Anecdotal Economist, and today I need to tell you something. It's an urgent message because I happen to disagree with a couple of major silver stackers. And this is not for me to kind of come out and say, they're wrong, don't listen to them. Of course, that's what the title might have suggested, because you guys just don't click it if I don't make it clickbaity. It's actually unbelievable. Even people who would watch a video through still won't see it because YouTube won't even show it to them. So it's just, guys, I gotta clickbait every video. I'm just gonna apologize. Every video I do from now on is gonna be clickbaity, but I am gonna try and at least make sure that you can tell by what you're clicking what I'm gonna talk about. And I am indeed talking about how the GDR is wrong. The gold to silver ratio is, it's not wrong, but it's wrong to put all of your eggs in that particular empirical basket, as it were. And so today I'm gonna try to convince you why you should buy more silver. Got some junk silver here. Because the GDR is telling people that you shouldn't be buying as much silver anymore. You should start buying gold because, you know, the ratio, I think it's been in the 90s for quite a while now. And it's slowly making its way back down to, who knows, maybe it could reach 50 or something like that. And the idea is that as the gold to silver ratio, if you don't know what it is, it's just the numerator and denominator, okay? Gold over silver. And this can be used to kind of tell us, you know, the relative strength of silver versus the relative strength of gold. And so in certain cases, this is a fun thing and useful thing to look at to say, hey, what's more overvalued? What's more undervalued? What should I make more purchases of? You know, should I buy more silver or should I buy more gold? And I'll tell you, I don't use that in that way. Now, I do look at it. It is sort of a value added for me. If I'm thinking about buying a particular metal, I'll look at that and look. If it's at an extreme, much like the RSI, okay, the relative strength index, much like using moving averages, much like looking at support, I will look at that and I will use it to confirm or deny my bias. But I want to give you guys an example of why this can be problematic. You see, if people are using that and only that, and I want to drop a name here of a stacker channel that I respect, which is Silver Dragons. And look, the guy's probably, I'm not even going to say probably, he is smarter than me when it comes to silver. He knows more than me. I can guarantee you he makes really good silver stacking choices, and I love watching his channel. But he's a big fan of the gold-silver ratio. I think I was saying GDR. I meant to say GSR. Somebody would have already corrected me in the comments by now. But at any rate, the problem is that he's basically saying, okay, well, I've been buying silver all this time, and gold's made all these gains, and now I'm going to start buying gold because the GSR is kind of shifting to where I should start buying gold. And you can see why that's a problem. It's like I waited, I didn't buy gold, I bought silver while silver was doing nothing, and now that gold is taking off, I'm going to buy gold, and then silver is going to play catch up. And I'm not saying that that's literally what he means, but I'm saying if we take it to the extreme and use the GSR, and that's like what you're doing, and you're just saying, you know, I'm just going to buy gold now that it's up. And so you see, now that wouldn't always be the case. There's scenarios where it would work out in your favor. But in this particular instance, it would hurt you if that is what you're doing. If you're using the GSR and only the GSR, you are worse off. Now, I have actually started purchasing more silver because I believe now is a great time to buy silver because it hasn't gone up. Now, on a percentage basis, you could say, well, it's gone up more than gold, right? I think it's gone up like 30-some% this year. But there's a lot more volatility. There's a lot more going on. What's more important to me is that gold is taking off. And that to me indicates, if it continues, that conditions are right for silver to make a run. Okay, so I'm not using the GSR at all in this case. I'm just saying, I think it makes sense to buy silver at this point, maybe more than it has in the past, even though it's at a 10, 11, 12-year high, because there's underlying fundamentals that may or may not cause it to rip, okay? So I'm looking at buying silver, and I want to point out, I'm specifically looking at buying collectible silver, and the reason for that is because, and constitutional, I'm considering it in the same category of collectible. It's not really, I guess, per se, but I'm considering that it's in the same category because the relative premiums of both, you know, junk constitutional silver and more collectible silver, like you see in the background, minus the maples, are really low. You'll hear this in a lot of cases. Collectors are down, and I actually just bought a few collectible pieces that I've been watching for literally years at this point. And I just bought them for about a close to 50% discount from what I was looking at last year. And that's after the price has gone up 30%. Okay, so that's significant. Now, I am not recommending you buy collectibles, but something like junk silver, okay, where the premiums on junk silver are quite reasonable depending on what you buy, okay? Something like this beat up old Canadian silver dollar, very cheap, getting close to spot. I'm gonna do a video on junk silver soon, but just saying, the GSR is maybe not the way to go if that's the only thing you're using. If you are looking at the GSR and saying, this is what I use to decide whether or not I buy gold or silver on a particular day or month, I would recommend you rethink that strategy and at least add a few extra layers. Protect yourself from making a mistake that doesn't work out in your favor. We got one last silver coin to look at. So I always like to do a review in my channel, and today will be no different. We are going to take a look at a good old-fashioned American Eagle. Apparently these are 2020s or something. It's rubbing off. I'm actually going to show you guys how you can open and unopen tubes in case you've never realized this. One of my biggest complaints with Eagles is some always stick in the tube, so we're going to leave those in there. Only mint that has that problem. Now some of you are probably saying, why would you review this? Everybody's seen these, it's not worth reviewing. Well, two reasons. One, it's one of my favorite bullion coins, bar none. This is such a fantastic coin. The detail and the relief are way better in person. I don't know how to describe this, but it just does not, camera just never does one of these things justice. But the other reason is I do want to kind of keep a bullion coin out at all times, and I'm getting tired of looking at that maple. And this is, if other than the price, this would be my favorite silver coin to stack. But the price is too, I hate paying the premiums. I just don't think it's worth it for a silver eagle to pay the extra money. And so I don't end up buying that many of these. I kind of buy them when the premiums are low, which is not that often. So a couple tubes and that's about it. I do not have a hidden monster box of these tucked away, but they are a very nice coin. Is this a type 2? Pretty sure it's a type 2, right? Yeah, pretty confident. And so, yeah, it's just a very nice coin. There's a lot you could say about the US Mint and it's sort of taking advantage of people. It's, you know, that's a conversation for somebody who knows more than me. But from what I've read and listened to of other people, you could say some things, but there's no doubt that the Silver Eagle is a fantastic and amazing coin. And we do absolutely need to have one of these on display. I love liberty. I'm all about it. In God we trust. Certainly I do, and I love that that is on this coin. The United States of America. She in trouble, but I'm a big fan. So we're gonna swap this out for our maple here. I think we've had enough on the maple. The maple is a nice coin, no doubt about it, but the Liberty definitely should have its place. So we're gonna do that, and that's gonna be the end of this video. Maybe this is a short one, maybe not. I have not been paying attention to how long I've been talking, but guys, I really appreciate all the subscribes and likes. If you want to support the channel with a comment, but you don't know what to say, today's word has got to be liberty. So thank you so much. This has been The Anecdotal Economist. That's my 2 ounces worth. And remember, I'm pulling for you, and we're all in this together.
Kilogram, you're the dragon, you're the rabbit.
Okay, let's look at the money side now. Watch as I pull this bad boy out of here. Absolutely stunning once you get it out of the case. Feeling the weight of this in my hand. Oh, that's such a good feeling.
I never had enough gold.
Oh, hey, one more thing. I said I was going to explain how to properly package up these coins. Simply put this back on. You kind of got to make sure you shuffle it around. Okay, and then you just tilt it. Get your preferably gloved finger on the coin. And now you've done that without dropping each one and risking scratching it. I have just picked the whole thing back up in the tube. Highly recommend that method. All right, catch you later.